I'm Evangelist from the Glenmuir High School, and I am vying for the position of Regional Vice President for Region 7. My name is Graham Evangelist, a passionate and hardworking young man who is striving for excellence. I live by the philosophy, be the change you want to see in this world, and that's what I'm trying to do today. I have served as a PRO for the Male Empowerment Network, an active Key Club member, a track and field athlete, and I am also the Vice President of the Men of Tomorrow initiative. I strongly believe that I have the qualifications to lead this newly emerging region into the path of righteousness. Firstly, I plan to introduce numerous programs in the aid of developing this special region. My regional executives and I would want to bring life to the dormant councils within this region. By doing this, we will use monthly awards to bring the interest of the target group. Secondly, with the birth of Region 7, I plan to educate individual councils within the region about their roles and responsibilities, also the mandate of the National Secondary Student Council. Throughout my tenure of being a student council representative, there has been an established cluster system that has not reached its full potential. But I plan to work tirelessly along with my regional executives to make sure that that cluster system reaches its full potential. On the other hand, in the aid of developing this region, I plan to visit most, if not all, of the schools in Region 7. The motive behind this plan is to ensure that advocacy in the schools and on the school board is evident, and to also ensure that there is a student council in each school. The development of the region is dependent on the widespread communication, which will definitely increase with the region being unified. By advocating for students, I aim to minimize the amount of students who are missing from school because of suspensions and expulsions by providing the respective schools with reasonable alternatives which both parties would benefit from. In conclusion, I aim to leave a strong foundation so that the successors of Region 7 can continue to carry out the development of this special region. Your opinions matter. Let your voices be heard. I, Graham Evangelist, advises you to choose me for Region 7 Vice President, because without Gray, there's no other way. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Evangelist. Your Q&A session begins now. For student councilors to sit on school boards?
I believe that in everything that has to do with school, students are important. Students are the main stakeholders of school, because without students, there's no school. Now, a student being on the school board, there will be someone to voice the concerns of the student to ensure that there is no biased ruling being made, to make sure that there in every decision, there's a student and there's a voice to say, okay, I agree with this and this cannot go like this. Thank you.
Thank you. Your second question. In your capacity as Vice President, what would be your main priority to support the student councils in your region? In your capacity as Vice President, what would be your main priority to support student councils in your region?
Now, with Region 7 being new, I believe that the development is essential. Now, Region 7 needs, from what I've been seeing around, there is a minimum of a small amount of student councils within the region. Now, I plan to bring life to, if not most, if not all, of the student councils to ensure that there can be continuous development at the end of my tenure.
Thank you. So for your third and final question, briefly relay a situation where your time management skills were put to the test and how you were able to balance.
Now, as stated in my manifesto, I am a track and field athlete. And now, in fifth form, I did 9 subjects, right? And also I was doing tracks. Now, balancing my studies and my extracurricular activities, I was able to achieve 5 1s and 4 2s in my respective subjects. And I believe that not only that, but being the vice president of the Men of Tomorrow initiative shows that I can properly manage many tasks. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Evangelist, and all the best in the elections.
Thank you.
We'll now move on to the post of Assistant Vice President.
He doesn't knock, build the door. Good afternoon, my fellow colleagues. Before you is an ambitious, humble, and outgoing young man.
My name is Fearon. I attend the Vere Technical High School and I am vying for the position of Secretary PRO. A leader groom leaders and not followers. Madam Moderator, guests, Ms. Lawrence, fellow candidates, a pleasant afternoon to you all. My name is Amelia Fearon, a 16-year-old who attends the Vere Technical High School and goes by the mantra mentioned earlier. I advocate on behalf of the youth, in which has always been one of my many passions and pleasures geared towards our development. I have been doing this from a very young age, and I can most definitely say it has played a colossal role in grooming me to become a better version of myself. It is something I plan on doing even when I'm no longer a student, because with the Lord standing by my side, I will become an advisor under the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information, which is one of my future prospects towards the continuous growth of our youth population. If I am to be blessed with the golden opportunity of being a part of the National Secondary Student Council Regional Executive as Secretary PRO for Region 7, I can say confidently to each and every student of my region that every decision made will be in the best interest of them and the region's sustainable development, such as regional integration and an efficient amount of advocacy within schools by ensuring that student leaders are trained and are aware of their responsibilities as student counselor. I will ensure that the cluster system is developed and strengthen communication and involvement regionally. And last but not least, I will ensure that they are being consulted and involved in relevant decision-making processes, as well as overall growth of our region. Together and united as one, because each one help one. Thus, if the students of Region 7 are looking for someone who has diplomatic experience, diplomatic relation and international experience and exposure to be their secretary PRO, a female who will give her very best, very best to fulfill every need which may arise in our region, I can assure you that I am the best fit for the position. With a reputation that certainly precedes me, finally, I can concur to the students of Region 7 that here's a listening here to their voices. Here's a listening here so their voices will be heard, arising concerns will be recognized and professionally dealt with ultimately. Rendering the problem solved, we all play a part in the region development, and after all, this is our region and will be treated as such democratically. Amongst us as student councillors, in conclusion, the step we need to take don't have to be big, but must lead us in the right direction. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, we now commence your Q&A session. 3 questions will be asked to you. First question, what specific experiences do you have that will prepare or has prepared you for your current role that you're vying for of Secretary PRO?
I served as the student council PRO at the Vere Technical High School for 3 years, and I also have diplomatic experience at the World Federation of the United Nations Association as a delegate in 2017. Thank you.
Thank you. In your capacity as Secretary PRO, how will you ensure that more students are familiar with the NSSC?
Via social media, I will ensure that the necessary information are sent out to the local councils and also inform them at sessions. Thank you.
Thank you. Your third and final question. What is the value of including students in decision-making processes at the secondary level?
Because without students, there is no school, and students are very important in the school, so their voices should be